Okay, people, welcome to another episode of Top Spot. Last week we gave you mine and Anders' list, and this week we're going to have Tony and CJ's.
Right on, people.
Should we get straight into this?
Yeah, I just want to put it out there early. You know, we're gonna try and stay away from the games that you guys picked, so it made it a little bit more difficult.
Okay.
And we've actually got a little bet on as well, because this one's come after Amalek and Andans, that they think they can guess my 5 games. So I don't think they're gonna get anywhere close to it.
Should I be curious?
Call of Duty Ghost, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, Call of Duty Black Ops 2, Call of Duty Black Ops 3,
man.
and Modern Warfare 3.
Oh, well, there goes my list. I'm gonna have to pick some new ones. Thanks for that, Adnan.
Warzone might be one.
I guess I'm gonna have to go for something.
Look at the guy that picked the FIFA 18 as his getting onto someone. But anyway.
Let me go first, innit? Because I feel like Tony might spin me with his choices.
What is your
the
number
first
3
one
game?
I'm going for number 3 is The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild, which I'm pretty sure. I don't know if you guys played it, but I thought it was amazing because I mean, from where the Zelda games have come from to where it is now, the open world play, breathtaking. The fact that you can go anywhere around the map and it's your choice, but just know you can get spun. You know what I mean? Like you can prepare your weapons, you can build your weapons as you're going along, but you might just meet a character and he might give you that one hit and send you back to your bedroom. So I mean, I like that part to it. The fact that, you know, it was kind of a realistic world, the trees beared fruits and like your weapons break down and you know, they destroy after a little while. And I think I really like it just because of the anime style, like art, the anime art style. I think it's probably the only game that it's the only game that I like with that, especially because that Switch. Anyway, we'll speak about that Switch another day. But it's the closest thing to me enjoying graphics on a Switch.
Yeah.
And then it's the puzzles. The puzzles are crazy. They get you to really overthink and kind of work out and really try and think about what you're doing. And then, you know, you got your leisurely activities, a bit of cooking, swimming, climbing, you know, like the cooking to build your stats and stuff like that. I was really interested in that. So yeah, I mean, it's a different one for me. I know it's probably not what everyone expects. You know, we know our choices usually in these type of games. It's just sports and kill. But yeah, I quite like this one. This is good for me.
Yeah, that's a good choice. I agree with pretty much everything.
It's also the most overrated game this generation.
Oh wow!
Thank you.
Wow.
Good start there.
Wow.
It's definitely a good game, but people act like it's better than everything that came out this generation, and I disagree wholeheartedly.
Well, I gave it
so
number
do you,
3.
clearly.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Fair dues. I'm gonna give my number 3, and I know that. Well, actually, I think you guys don't expect this, to be honest, but my choice is Doom Eternal. Doom Eternal.
Yeah.
You got that? Did you get that?
I haven't played it yet.
Don't worry.
Okay, fair enough. But pretty much, if I just had to say why this is number 3 for me, it's just that this game is like a real gamer's game. Like, I feel like everybody here should play that game. Like, it's pretty much just perfection. If I had, this is the thing for me. Doom Eternal, there's bad things. Stop this laughing. Stop it. But anyway, it's fine out. For our listeners, they've guessed the first game, but it is what it is. It is what it is. That's fine. This is just a gamer's game. It's just pure adrenaline for the whole 15 hours that you play it. Everybody, I'm telling you, this is a game that you have to play. Like, people think that this is just a run and gun, any type of shooter. You just mindless shooter. this game is a puzzle. It's a puzzle game, but adrenaline filled. So I don't know if any of you have actually played it.
I haven't played it. I've watched a lot of videos of it though, man. But that game looks challenging.
Yeah, it is.
I feel like there was a lot of shade in the first sentence. He said, "I think if you was a real gamer, you would have played this game."
No, I
don't think any of you guys have played it.
I didn't say no, but this, it's just it's the best first-person shooter I've ever played. To put it simply, wow. I played all the Call of Duties, Battlefields, all that stuff. It's the best first-person shooter I've ever played in my life. So it's not perfect, and that's the thing with all these choices. I don't think they're actually perfect. There's things that are bad about them, but the way they make me feel, every single game on this list, the way that it makes me feel, no game this generation has matched that. So that's my number 3.
Okay. Nice. Yep. Okay, moving on. We're gonna go back to CJ for his number 2 game of the generation.
Well, after a lot of pressure from the team, I finally made my decision. I think I'm happy to stick with it. They're not kind of happy with me with my choices, but each to their own. I'm going with Rise of the Tomb Raider. Brilliant game for me. Amazing in terms of the type of gameplay is the maps. And the fact that you have to go back and forth through it in order to complete it. When I played it, I didn't want to get to the end of the game. Even though I knew there was points of it where it was so clear I couldn't collect everything because it's telling me you need these items and you're not going to get it yet. Yeah. I still tried to find a way to get those items and tried to finish the puzzles. I feel like when they made that game, they would have had so many separate teams that were like, cool, that's how the puzzle ends. And they must have had to work backwards to add a little bit more and add a little bit more. And I think the creativeness to that is something I really enjoy, and I think it's inspired. And then I guess after that, I just like collectible games as well. Sometimes it's not for people. I like where there's a certain amount of items I need to collect. It tells me how much, and then I can go out and look for them. And games like that where I feel like there's a target to complete and I could potentially get a platinum trophy, which I like to do sometimes. It's definitely gone in there for a top game for me.
Yeah, I'll say the tombs and puzzles on the Tomb Raider games are amazing. It's one of those ones when you'll be stuck on it for about 20 minutes, just trying to figure out, where am I meant to move, or where am I trying to get to next? And as soon as it clicks, you're just like eureka! That is such. I swear, man.
Honestly, there's so many times I've put it on and I've like, why can't I figure this out? Like, I feel like it shouldn't be this hard, and it's because
it shouldn't be.
You get to a point where you're starting to overthink the puzzles as well.
Exactly. And that's why it's so annoying when you finally work out the solution. You're like, is that it?
Yeah,
is that all I have to do?
Yeah. But I like the fact that it makes you want to follow the same puzzle technique. So for the first one I just did, I think, that's how I got to do the next one, but it's something completely different. I haven't played number 3 yet. So I would like to hope that one kind of improved from that game. I will give it a go at some point. It's not on the top of my list of games to play right now. But I will give it the time of day just because of how much I enjoyed that one.
Yeah, I agree. Top game.
Cool. Tony, what's your number 2?
My number 2, let's see if they've guessed this, is Detroit Become Human.
What?
Detroit Become Human. Trust me. Look, listen, I personally went into this game with no expectations. One of my platinums is actually Heavy Rain. And basically, I after that game, I played a few games that are similar to that. I can't remember what.
Beyond Two Souls.
Yeah, Beyond Two Souls. Things like what's that horror game? Dawn? Yeah, Until Dawn.
Until Dawn's a good game.
Yeah, well, I felt like it wasn't reaching.
Didn't like it.
No, I didn't play those games and feel like they reached Heavy Rain's level, or do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that just kind of brought my expectations for this one a bit lower, because I always just enjoy these kind of games. And yeah, I just played it, had no expectations, and I went through it. And I've said this already before, like I've played that game once and I don't want to play it again just because I believe that is my story and I don't want I don't want to experience anything other than that. So yeah, I just personally really enjoyed it. It was one of those games that just had me on the edge of my seat every time I was playing it. It was just a good surprise for me for my game. So go on.
I was gonna ask, is kind of a spoiler, but not really a spoiler because of the amount of endings. But
yeah,
how did your story end? Who did you keep alive?
But the thing is, my story ended in a way that I actually don't like, but I still felt like I've accepted it as my story. So, but like. The other 90% of the game was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. But the way that
your final choice, you messed up.
The way that my game ended. No, do you know what? It's because it's a result of my choices. So I'm just happy instead of getting like a Mass Effect 3 ending. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I'd rather have this. Yeah. So basically, the leader dies at the end. Yeah, Marcus dies at the end. The woman and the kid actually get to Canada, so they make it through. Right. That's the thing, I made some dodgy trade. I tried to be good with everyone, like, because I want these people to let's not get into it, but I wanted these people
and look where that got you.
I wanted these people to like be good people.
Finishes last.
I wanted these people to
Marcus killed.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like literally, I just wanted him to be the good guy. So he just never attacked anyone. He never did any like defending or anything like that. So
and he still
got him killed, man. Messed up. But yeah, the girls made it to Canada. I think the only like dodgy choice I made was stealing the woman with the baby's tickets and just said, nope, we're getting to Canada, whether I have to do it or not. Like, I'm not taking any chances. and the cop basically ended up getting the woman tried to take over his man, so I ended up getting free from that, and he killed himself. So like that's my ending. For
what ending did you get? What?
This is what I'm saying. Like it wasn't the ending wasn't what I wanted, but
sounds
it's
like
my
your
ending.
game went left.
It definitely went left.
Oh man.
Yeah. Because the leader dies, he basically becomes like a poster child as the leader, the cop, because he joins the resistance. So then the black woman basically says, "Yep, you're in that position. This was all part of our plan." And then I got him to kill himself. Yeah, so it was a bit nuts. Like, yeah, it was an enjoyable game. Okay. Definitely top 3 for me. So that's my number 2 choice. Did you guys guess it? Doesn't look good. Nope.
No. We didn't get that one, but yeah. It was a sick game, to be fair, man. Yeah, I've been watching a lot of videos about it recently as well. Something I'm gonna try and complete again.
Yeah,
I've never played it. I got it free on PlayStation Plus, so I literally have no opinion on this game other than the graphics look kind of nice.
I'm actually surprised that you guys didn't guess that, because I'm sure I've mentioned this game to all 3 of you.
Yeah, you have mentioned it before. Yeah, but
I don't know. I do not recall.
I remember you saying it to you, but it is what it is.
Okay, so it's time for honorable mentions.
Yeah. Do you want both of them or just one each, or?
We'll start with Tony, I think. Switch it out.
I'll start with me.
Both at once.
My honorable mentions. Okay, these are the games that I believe that you'll get. You'll get one of these. So for number 4 for me is The Witcher 3.
Okay.
So The Witcher 3, I don't even need to speak about this game at this point, to be honest. The story is unmatched when it comes to like branches and quality. It's just it's like it's to the point now where this game is is mentioned in nearly every single game that comes out that is an
Yeah.
RPG. It's like, is it better than The Witcher 3? It's good, but it's not The Witcher 3. You know what I mean? So the story isn't The Witcher 3's kind of thing, where the side missions are just so good, like it's unmatched basically. So that's my honorable mention. Again, this is a game that isn't perfect. All of my games aren't perfect, but still the way they made me feel was top notch. And my fifth choice is Persona 5. So this game, oh my gosh, like it's just it's just a combination of everything that I want in a game. Anime, great music in the game, and just like cool characters. I don't even need to speak about this game. 140 hours I played for my first playthrough.
Jesus.
The game is just, and I enjoyed every minute. Don't get me wrong. I enjoyed every minute.
Mate, I'm so confused about that game here. Because when I watch videos of it, I feel like you just go to school and fight. Is that what the game is about?
It's like a less active
I'm
rival.
so confused. Like you go to a lesson and then you have a fight after.
I think this is why it resonates with Tony. Like it just fits for his story. Go to school and defend yourself on fights. There's always a new challenger.
I could, to give you a quick summary of what the game is. It's like you're usually a school student, and then you go to school, you join a school, and you make a couple friends. But then there's also like an alternate universe that you fall into, and in that alternate universe, there's monsters and different types of demons and stuff like that. And in this one in particular, there's people from the real world that have alter egos, and basically you have to change their heart. So they're actually bad people in this alternate universe, and they're bad people in the real world, but they get to hide it, but it's exposed in this alternate universe. So it's really, that's the thing. It sounds childish, but like there's really social issues that they talk about. Like one of the teachers in the school that he goes to is like a pedophile basically, and in that's what I'm saying. It's a legit adult game. So yeah, it's just a good game. I couldn't recommend it to everyone, but for me personally, and the soundtrack, A1, literally perfect. But yeah, that's my 2 honorable mentions.
Okay.
So for my 2, my first one, now this one, I still work on this game as time goes on, because it has really done a number of me, and that game is Resident Evil Biohazard for PS4 VR. I have never played a game. I mean, I can only say it's been created in the most perfect way, because I am terrified of that game. Honestly, I'd actually never felt so immersed in a situation and feel like I can't get away from it. Like the first 4 times I played the game, I think I played it for about 10-minute spells, and I moved maybe 4 steps in the room. Like the sounds, like what you feel, you can't get away from it. It's impossible. So when anything attacks you, like you want to just look away from the TV screen, but my friend, you can't look away. you're in it. There's no leaving. And then something will it might just whisper in your ear or something, so you jump and boy, I'm lucky I haven't broke my TV, or I'm lucky I haven't broke the VR itself yet, because I have dived out of this chair trying to jump away from some of these creatures that come at you. And I'm telling you, I came off that game and my t-shirt was drenched in sweat. Like I was so scared. So that's why I couldn't put it in the list. But, like, I've kept it there, and for a long time I'm like, I don't know, it's just a game. But like, there's those moments when you want to look away, and like you try and close your eyes. There's nothing you can do. You can't get away from it. The sound is still there. So yeah, man, that game is, for me, was just insane. And one day I might grow up enough to be able to play it, but I don't think that day will ever come. So I just know when I have children and they're bad, I'm gonna put them on and say, you're gonna play this game.
That is torture.
That is torture. You will suffer. I've suffered in this life, so you will suffer too.
That game was
Oh.
really good for all 15 minutes my body allowed me to play it. If I turned it off, I'd put it away and never played it again.
Did any of you play PT?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
when
was-
it came out.
Yeah.
It's like
Oh,
PT,
yeah.
but you're in the world.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Oh,
It's so bad.
So
I'm
bad.
alright,
But it's
man.
so
I'll give
good,
that
but
game a miss.
it's so good for what it's supposed to be, but I don't know, it's bad. And then my second one, I don't really need to speak about this one. It just talks for itself, and that's Rocket League. I don't
You
know.
know what? Yeah,
No.
it's a big game though, man. It's a
No,
big game.
I'm
We
telling
played it a
you,
lot.
this is a serious game. Yeah, like
Yeah.
just what you could do with it, like cars and sport, and like it's
Mm.
come a long way since then. I haven't played it this year, but I know they've dropped in like hoops and like rockets,
Yeah.
and there's new stages and stuff. But just like the creativeness to it, and for how
Mm.
simple it is, I just love the game. Like
Mm.
how many hours? I don't know. You guys done the same. Like how many hours do you play that game for? And you just
Yeah.
don't seem to get bored of it. And
Yeah.
you know, when you got tech like certain people, like obviously myself, and you're doing, you know,
No.
scissor kicks and you know, bicycle
No.
kicks to score them top bin goals for the last minute. Obviously, you know, it means a lot to you. You start to remember those moments. And I sit down and tell my kids about those moments too. So yeah, that game goes without saying. I think it has to be up there for a great game.
Yeah. Yeah, Rocket League's definitely a great game. Okay, so now we've come to the number one spot.
For one.
So-
Go back to Kieran.
Yeah, Kieran, would you like to go first?
Yeah, I can. I really don't think you guys would have guessed this game at all. It's not something I kind of talk about a lot or play a lot. It's one I keep to
Oh.
myself. And that's Call of Duty.
Oh, my days.
What a game! Honestly, oh man, you know, yeah, it's been a long time since I've played a Call of Duty the way I've played this game. Like, and before I go into this one, I'm gonna talk about Modern Warfare 2, which is kind of the one I really, you know, it hit home. There's some moments where, you know, going to school wasn't really an option anymore, and we can play that game like our whole lives revolved around it. And it's been a long time since a Call of Duty game has been like that for me. And this one here, Modern Warfare, the remake is sensational. The graphics are perfect. The action is there for me. Everything I wanted out of that game. It's been there from the campaign. The campaign was great. I played it on realism mode, which doesn't have the HUD and stuff like that, so no maps or anything. And taking it back to a real slow style of gameplay. You know, you can't just rush out and think you're gonna get through this game, because no matter what you do, you're gonna die. You know, this thing is realistic. You're going to die. And I mean, they took it back as well. But they've taken it back to kills for kill streaks. Where they went to a point system for a little while, and I didn't really enjoy that much. I really like the fact they brought that back. Obviously, we've got Warzone on there as well. They done it on the last game, and I think it was the camera angle wasn't the same basically, but whatever they did to it this time around, they perfected it, and now I can enjoy it. The only thing about that Warzone is that you need a good team, and currently I'm working with some questionable players. You know, a few of my cousins, you know, they're not as good as what I need them to be. So, you know, if they're listening to this, I'm going to need you to improve your skill and performance, because, you know, we're going to have to start streaming some of our Warzone gameplay, and people are going to want to see some victories. I'm part of that team. I think, you know, Chuxcks and then they're going to join us probably next Monday, tomorrow, and we'll see if we can do some bits with that as well. But yeah, man, the whole round gameplay, sensational, and it always helps when you can, you know, get 30 kills a game and just ruin people's lives and make them go to bed and cry and stuff. So it sounds bad, but you know, it's the evil world we live in. So, but this whole series has been great. I think this is the 16th one in the series, and yeah, man, Infinity Ward, and it was published by Activision. It was, this is the game for me this year, and just for this generation. If they can top this, The only way they're ever going to top this is if they remake Modern Warfare 2. And then when they do that, you may as well just say goodbye to me because you're not going to see me again. That'll literally be the end of the world. We're just going to switch a light off on everything else, and I'm out. So yeah, that's my number one game.
I feel like if anyone else had chosen that game, they'll be getting roasted right now. When you choose, it's just like, yeah, it makes sense.
That was a disappointing pick. Honestly, I'm wasting 5 minutes listening to you talk about Call of Duty. Okay, so Tony, what is your number one game of the generation?
Gonna bring the quality back up.
I think everybody knows what game this is gonna be. To be honest, like if you guys didn't get this pick, I'd be very disappointed. And of course, it's Call of Duty Modern Warfare. No, I'm joking. But my number one pick is, of course, Final Fantasy VII Remake. I don't even need to talk about this game. I think I've said that about every game, to be honest. But if there's one thing you need to take from this game, yeah, it's the fact that this soundtrack is the best soundtrack ever put in a video game. Honestly, I could literally just no, seriously. I've played Persona 5, and I'm telling you, this soundtrack is the best soundtrack in a video game ever. But yeah, look,
what songs are they putting in this game?
It's not even more songs. It's just tracks. Like literally no words.
You know what kills me, yeah, is the fact that I'm just thinking of Tony. Like, imagine like someone walking to school or walking to work, and they just got this soundtrack in their head. Literally, imagining the world.
I'm not even gonna lie. I've listened to the soundtrack like while I'm doing stuff. I've been working out and I'm listening to the Final Fantasy Remake soundtrack. I'm no shame. Seriously, this game is perfection. From the beginning to the end, it's the best game that I've played. I've let you guys know this is my favorite game of all time. To be honest, of all time.
We definitely know. This guy said bye to the world again. He didn't want to play FIFA. He didn't want to play Pro Clubs. Nothing. He said, you know what? I just don't fancy it, guys. Meanwhile, we're just seeing online Tony Final Fantasy VII.
No, but
we all knew the truth.
It's the best game ever, and the final boss is the best final boss I've ever fought in my life as well.
Please.
I'm not even gonna. It's not a spoiler. No spoilers. But the people that have played it know why I'm putting that. Oh my gosh, the music in that final boss. Tell me it's not the best track you've ever heard. But anyway, that's all I need to say. It's just the greatest game ever made. And as I said,
I won't lie.
It's not perfect.
It's definitely up there.
It's not perfect. There's parts of the game where they stretch it out. The graphics aren't the best, but still, it's definitely easily my number one pick. I've never geeked out for a video game until I played this, and I'm a 28-year-old man. Yeah, this game is my favorite game of all time. So yeah.
Yeah, I think the only reason I didn't pick it is just because I haven't finished it yet. So I didn't feel it would be fair to some of the other games I played. But yeah, that game's levels, man. I really enjoyed it to the point where it's like I don't want to finish the game. So I'm scared every time I play it for a long time because I'm like, am I close to the end? I'm gonna ruin it for myself. So that's definitely a good number one. I'll give it a.
So yeah, let's actually play a little game at the end of this. How many did you guys pick? Let's
between us or each?
Between you.
So we got Doom Eternal.
Okay.
Obviously Final Fantasy. And what were your other games again?
My other games. You got The Witcher 3. Okay. So it was Doom Eternal, Final Fantasy, The Witcher 3, Persona 5, and Detroit Become Human.
Nah. I think I wrote Super Smash Bros.
Okay.
That was the only other game I wrote.
Oh, okay.
My other games were Smash Bros, Breath of the Wild, and Uncharted 4.
Nah. So you only got two.
You never choose them.
I won. I should have put money on this.
We got 3 right anyway, so that's all.
No, but 2 of them, I feel like you weren't even sure you were going to choose.
No, come on. Which, but anyway, I win. That's the most important part. And
we got 3 between us, though. That's more than you expected.
That's fair. That's fair.
No, Tony. Call of Duty is always the winner.
Mate, I'm still waiting for you to do your actual number 1 pick.
Nah, I can't change. I know where my heart lies, and it lies in one place.
Okay, guys, that is our second top spot on the games of the generation, and we've had some interesting choices. If you would like to join us in the conversation again, tell us out of the 4 of you watched both videos which ones you liked, which ones you would include in your top 3, and please like and subscribe and join us next time.